Hello and welcome to the Gold Grade. So, with the current leaking of all of the rares and mythics for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on X set, I decided to do a blast through all of them at once for the Golden Grade. We're not going to go as in depth as we did in Lorwyn. We're literally just going to go through and we're going to rank it either a pass, EDH Commander card we can try, a maybe I'll try this out, and a reserve a spot to test this. So basically there's 4 levels, so I'm going to say pass, EDH, try, or reserved. Basically you'll see me test it. So let's go through the 18 multicolored cards that we already have revealed. Bebop and Rocksteady. Whenever they attack or block, sacrifice a permanent lest we discard. This is a pass. I don't even see a place for this. Leo and Dark Shredder, an attacking 1/3 that when you attack, will give attacking ninjas death touch. They can sneak in to bounce a creature back to your hand. Sneak mechanic I'm interested in. Obviously rebuying ETBs is pretty good. Kaito from New Phyrexia and Duskmourn have done that pretty well in some of my earlier testings. The fact that it gives itself evasion by giving itself death touch is pretty nice. I'm going to say this one is a try. It's something I want to look at potentially maybe trying. Don and Leo, Problem Solvers, 5 mana. At the beginning of the end step, you exile up to 1 artifact you control and up to 1 creature. So it's a end step soul herder effect. This feels like EDH to me. It might be a try. It's a win more card if you have it down, so I'm going to say this is an EDH card. Okay, moving on. Don and Raph, Hard Science. Whenever they attack the next non-creature spell you cast, have affinity for artifacts there. This is a pass. I don't have an artifact synergy in the deck, so let's keep moving on. Krang and Shredder, 6 mana. Whenever they enter or attack, each opponent exiles cards from top of the library until they exile a non-land card. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, you may cast a card without pass. 6 mana, way too much for that effect, and you've got to keep them on and trigger a revolt. Nah, we're good. The Last Ronin, a 6 mana saga that will destroy all creatures, mill 4 cards, then return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand, and then whenever a creature you attack control attacks alone, give it 3/1/1 counters, trample, lifelink, and indestructible till the end of turn. Not tutorable with Bring to Light. This is an EDH card. I'll try this in like an enchantressly fun deck, but I don't think this one has a home. Don and Mikey, the Party Planners. Award 2 4 mana free. We're looking okay. Look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play lands and cast Mutant, Ninja, or Turtle spells from the top of your library. Well, if our Niv deck would not have any of them. If you cast a creature spell this way, it enters with a 1/1 counter. No, as a thing that just gives, this is a pass. It's too niche in tribes that we don't play, so we wouldn't get any value out of it. Okay, Mike and Leo, Chaos and Order. Whenever you put a counter on a creature you control, draw a card. This ability triggers 1%. Okay, pass. This is built for 1/1 counter decks, which we are not, so let's keep going. Northwind Avatar, a 5 mana 5/5 flying dragon. When this creature enters, if you cast it, you may put a card from outside the game into your hand. Ooh, this one is a try for me, definitely. I love wish cards. This is gettable with Bring to Light, and can take any card from our sideboard into our hand. I think it could be a cool thing to maybe run it in the deck as a Bring to Light target if you run into a deck and you need to grab a silver bullet from the sideboard. It's definitely one I'll consider. This one will definitely be tried. In fact, I will move this one to be the first card we will say reserve. This is definitely something I will test in Pioneer. Moving on, Ralph and Leo, Sibling Rivals. Whenever 3 mana, 2/4, pretty decent stats. Whenever they attack, if it's the first combat this turn, untap 1 or 2 attacking creatures and have an additional combat step. Ooh. That's pretty good. That's basically a fear of missing out, but better. But can we abuse it in a Niv to Life strategy? Probably not. They don't have haste or evasion, So I'm going to pass on this, but I think that could be good in some Rakdos or red-based shells. We'll see, we'll see. It's basically a, well, it doesn't draw and discard like Fear of Missing Out, so we'll see, we'll see. Ralph and Mikey the Troublemakers. 7 mana, already not interested. Trample and Haste, 7/7. Yeah. Whenever they attack, reveal cards at the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put that card into the battlefield tapped and attacking. And the rest on the bottom. It's a powerful effect, and you could build around it, but I'm going to pass on this. 7 mana is too much for us. 6 mana is already crushing it with Deceit. The only reason we play that is because of the evoke cost being lower. Splinter, the Radical Rat. If an ability of a ninja can triggers twice... Okay, no, pass. Splinters for Ninja Tribal, and we don't have enough. And he can make ninjas unblockable, which we don't have. And finally, Tokar and Razor, the Terrible Twos. They can't be countered. Menace. Whenever a player casts a spell, if an amount of mana less than... They deal 3 damage to the player. Huh. Interesting. I mean, it could be useful for delve spells, warp spells, evoke costs. They're not truly prevalent now in Pioneer. Even Phoenix has moved away from Treasure Cruise to move more of like Boomerang Basics, Cutter Links. So, yeah. I think this one is a... This one might be a try. Last one, I will give it a try. Purely because I think that it could work. So, writing this down. Tokar and Razor are tries. Then going up, we have Northwind Avatar is our number 1 card I want to try. I mean, I don't think it'll be good, but I definitely want to try it. There's got to be something I've got to try from this set. And then aside from that, Dark Leo and Shredder are the only other real tries. The other one I could consider is Dawn and Leo, but that's more of a win more card. Yeah, so for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set, I'm going to test out Dark Leo and Shredder, the Northwind Avatar, and Tokar and Razor. Yeah. And if we have time or have wildcards, maybe I'll put Ralph and Leo in there to just try something, but definitely those 3, and I don't think there'll be nothing else from this set. This concerns me. I was excited when I saw there were 18 multicolored cards, and you know what? I will reserve judgment on it though, because I, like many other people, was very disappointed in Spider-Man when it came out finally. But as it happened today, and you've seen in many of my recordings, Cavero the Mind-Bitten Superior Spider-Man has become one of my favorite includes as a one-of in the Niv deck, so if there's a Superior Spider-Man in this deck and we can find it, it'll be fun. So, that's my thoughts. What's your thoughts on the leak of TMNT? And, well, I wanted to do a TMNT thing to close it out, but even though I watched the show countless times as a child and enjoyed all of the movies. Oh, it's Cowabunga. Duh. I'm way too old to say that, but Cowabunga. Let's see what happens when this lands, and let's see what kind of landing it gets.